Hey there, what's good you guys? My name is Crazy Pie. In this video, we are going to be going over everything that has happened in Fortnite Battle Royale so far, with the actual meteorite crashing all the way up until now, which is the rocket that has launched. I've done so much research on all these topics on why everything has been happening in Fortnite Battle Royale, and I honestly feel like most of you guys do actually need to know about this because some people are wondering why the crack in the sky is, getting so much bigger, why everything is just, happening, why everything's disappearing, and why the rocket actually launched. Most people still think that the actual Fortnite Battle Royale map is still just a movie, but I'm going to go over with you guys why it's not just a movie and why everything is fake and why everything that's happening in Fortnite is real. Alright, so that if you guys enjoyed this video and if it did help you guys out, please feel free down below to leave a like, as it is very, very, very appreciated, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another Fortnite Battle Royale video, because trust me guys, I'm going to be covering everything that's going to be going on in Season 5 Fortnite for sure. So this is like the #1 spot to get every single piece of information for Fortnite Battle Royale Season 5. So without further ado guys, let's get straight into this. So if you guys don't know, when Season 4 happened, there was a meteorite that crashed into the actual Fortnite Battle Royale map. And if there's one thing I want you guys to know right now, is that Fortnite Battle Royale is all just one big simulation. If you have played Save the World, and if you have played pretty much since Season 1 like I have, you will pretty much know that some of the background information on Fortnite Battle Royale is that it's all just one big simulation. And if you don't believe me, you will believe me when Season 5 comes out. So just take my word for it guys, Fortnite Battle Royale is one big simulation. It's basically like we are stuck in one big purgatory mode, one big endless cycle. No matter how many times you lose, no matter how many times you win, you get the victory royale, you will still be stuck in the simulation and you will never be able to leave this island. Alright, Battle Island is basically just, we're basically stuck here. We're not able to leave and we're basically stuck here until everything happened in Season 4. So basically what happened in Season 4, going all the way back, they were shooting a movie. Okay, everyone was shooting a movie. It is a movie until the Omega basically dropped down in the meteorite and it basically hit the prison and then Omega basically broke out of prison. Okay, basically that's what happened. The Omega was in prison. Obviously you couldn't see him because they're not going to show you the max skin already, but the Omega was in prison and he actually did break out of prison once the meteorite did hit there, which you can see from the loading screens in the actual game. Right, if you want proof, every single loading screen, go check the loading screens. Trust me, there is proof for all of this in the loading screens. So once the Omega broke out of prison, basically he made it his mission to collect as many hop rocks as he possibly could. That's why, as you could tell, all the hop rocks were disappearing, all the craters were getting filled in, and all the hop rocks were actually being convoyed out to the secret layer, which we all know had the rocket in. Okay, all these hop rocks were going to be used to power the rocket, and guess what? They were, alright? Because if you don't know, the hop rocks are actually more powerful than blue glow, and the blue glow is actual powers the battle bus. You can tell because in the front of it has a blue glow depository in the front of it, and if you don't know what blue glow is, it's basically a big source of power, which in the campaign is used to power pretty much everything. It's what everyone uses in Save the World to actually, pretty much progress through and power everything so you can actually save the world. There isn't really any power in Save the World, so they use blue glow as a source of power. Okay, so blue glow is one of the biggest powerful sources of energy until the hop rocks came along, which now the hop rocks are basically way more powerful. Think of it as just basically the hop rocks are 10 times more powerful than blue glow was and blue glow ever will be. So obviously the Omega is a supervillain and he needs to power that rocket up, and blue glow isn't going to cut it, so he had to get as many hop rocks as he possibly could so he could power up the rocket a lot better, because obviously the blue glow is more powerful than actually, the hop rocks are more powerful than the actual blue glow, so he wants to collect as many hop rocks as he possibly can so he can power up his rocket and he can launch it off. Now obviously as Season 4 did progress, everyone and the press and everything did actually figure out what was going on, which is why we have more of the movie. And as you can see in the loading screen, I'm going to show it on right about here. It's the one where they're all in like the movie set. You can see the Omega sitting there too. Everyone, honest to gosh, thought this was just still a movie. They're just shooting a movie here in Fortnite. Nothing is very happening. It's just a movie. Everyone did think it was a movie, and we were gonna be fine. This is all just fake. Everything's fake. The whole Omega, the whole Omen thing, everything is fake. It's not fake, alright guys. This is all just a cover up. The Wonder Woman character, I believe her name is the Valor, the Carbide, everything like that, the squad team leader, they are all just real people trying to cover up for what actually happened, okay? The government is using them to cover up so that the public doesn't go completely insane and they don't think that they're going to die. Obviously this has happened, if something attacked the earth, most of the government and most of like the big TV shows and like the companies out there would try to cover it up so that people don't go completely insane and they don't, think they're going to die, because obviously they don't want people to go insane. They're going to try and cover it up with something fake, you know what I mean? It just makes sense. But it's actually not fake, because if you do look at the top of the rocket, where the actual rocket is, you can see Omen up there looking pretty suspicious, like they have some devious plan going on. They are obviously going to try and do something to the island, which means it's not fake, it's all just a big cover up. So now over the season, the Omega does actually bring forth an army. He has the army of the chromium skins, the chrome default skins. He has an army of just a bunch of other bad guys, I guess. I'm just gonna call them bad guys. You have the new girl that came out, I forget her name, I believe it's the Fate. You have the Omen, you have all those guys, basically all the bad guys that came out to try to be basically blow up Tilted Towers in a sense. I'll get to that after on why they want to blow up Tilted Towers. Thank goodness they didn't, but who knows. So you have all the bad guys that are basically they're trying to gain the blue glow, and then you have all the good guys, which are obviously all fake, as you can see, to try to cover up and just basically say this is all just a movie. Everything isn't going to happen. Don't worry, public, you guys are going to be safe. So as the rocket is getting progressing, as it's getting more hot rocks to actually fuel the rocket, there is actually someone that comes out of the meteor, and he's called the Visitor for a reason. He's basically here to break everyone out of this cycle, okay? What the Visitor is here to do is, he isn't here to stay, right? Obviously, he's here because his name is the Visitor, and he's not here to stay. And it's pretty obvious why he's not here to stay. His name is the Visitor. He doesn't belong here. He doesn't belong on this actual cycle. He's either from the past or from the future. I believe he's from the future, or he's just from, save the world in the future, but it doesn't really matter. Basically, everyone thought he was a bad guy, but he's not. He's basically on his own little faction. He has his own team, basically, and no one's a part of it other than him, pretty much, at least as we know of right now. He's all by himself. Basically what he did is he practically stole the rocket. He was in the rocket with the Omega as well as with the Omen. You can hear their voices as they're about to launch into Tilted Towers. And basically before they launch and, as they're locking onto Tilted Towers and before they actually, break through and they destroy Tilted Towers, which is what the Omen and the Omega wanted to do, was destroy Tilted Towers. Before they destroyed Tilted Towers during the rocket launch, the Blockbuster basically stepped in and, teleported the rocket kind of and made it so that it broke through time, alright? It broke straight through time and it didn't actually hit Tilted Towers, which is why there was a humongous shatter right above Tilted Towers. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it broke Tilted Towers. It didn't break Tilted Towers. It broke through time of reality right above Tilted Towers, which is why there was a massive shatter right above Tilted Towers. Okay, and then before that, it broke out right above Greasy, I believe it was, back into the Battle Royale Island, which is pretty much the Omega and the Omen breaking back in the island so they can try and go hit Tilted Towers. And as you can see, as you know, the rocket basically flew all around the island, which is pretty much because the Omen, the Omega, as well as the Blockbuster are pretty much fighting for control of the rocket. Those two, the Omega and the Omen, are trying to fight for control so they can go back and they can hit Tilted Towers and just basically blow up the island. And then the Blockbuster is basically here to try and stop that, which is why, the ship is flying all willy-nilly all over the island. It goes everywhere. It travels through time, through reality, and over the island a bunch of times until finally the Blockbuster takes control. It goes out of reality again, and then it comes back into the map right above Loot Lake. And then as you can see, the Blockbuster takes control of the rocket finally for the final time, for the last time, because as it breaks out of Loot Lake, it goes straight up out of Loot Lake and it just basically makes a massive crack in the sky. It hits full turbo, full boosters, makes a massive crack in the sky, which is actually where the Blockbuster has left the map, which is obviously what we see today, which is the massive crack in the sky. Basically, what this means is, like I said earlier, how Fortnite is one constant cycle. The Blockbuster skin was stuck here. He was stuck in this one constant cycle ever since Season 4 came out because the meteorite crashed him here. He was stuck here and he wanted to break out and he wanted to break everyone else free. So he made his best to shatter the sky, to basically shatter the actual rift in between this map and actual reality, which makes me believe that if this crack keeps getting bigger, which it is going to, over the past like 2 to 3 days, this crack has been getting massive, bros. Like, this thing is getting absolutely huge. Everything is disappearing around the map too, which means, one day, maybe in the end of this season, we will actually disappear as well. Obviously, the map will still be here to play, but I really do believe that we will possibly see another map coming to Fortnite Battle Royale within the next season. Either something really cool is going to happen, or this crack is just going to get really big, and we are going to hopefully, break out of this reality and go into another map. Everything is disappearing, because we are hitting that another dimension. We are going to another dimension, and all the stuff here, I guarantee we're going to see everything that's disappearing here once again in another Fortnite world. Maybe we'll go into a new map, maybe we'll just go into like a new world. Maybe this map will be different. I don't really know. Honest to gosh, I really do hope that we get a new map though. Everything is disappearing in this map. It is pretty cool. That's pretty much all you guys need to know. With the portal and stuff, it is all fake. The movie is not real. It's all real. This crack is real. There was a real bad guy. There was a real Omega. Everything is real. And, hopefully within the next season, we do actually see a new map, because, what this means is that there is a whole new reality in Fortnite Battle Royale. And, hopefully we do actually go ahead and we do see a new map. And who knows? There has actually been rumors and leaks of an actual, old school, Egyptian themed map, where it's, just an old, Western desert type of map where there's, old, 1940s or not 1940s, 1800s skins and stuff. There's deserts, there's cowboys and stuff. I don't really know. I'll have to watch the video again and maybe talk to you guys about it. But there is actually videos on about leaks and rumors about this stuff, and a lot of these leaks that are out have been right about season 4. They have been right about the rocket. They have been right about the Omega, Omen, the Omega, everything like that. They've been right about all the superhero themed, everything like that. So who knows if these leaks will actually be right in about season 5? But I hope they honestly are, because if it is Western and desert themed, I have actually seen on Instagram teases and concept arts of a Western themed map. So I mean, if all is right, we could possibly be able to see a Western themed map coming to Fortnite Battle Royale relatively soon. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free down below to leave a like, as well as subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you guys are excited for season 5. I know I am. I'm so hyped for season 5. Literally 7 more days of the time of recording this video. 1 week from now, we will be on season 5. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like down below, subscribe too. See you guys in another video, and peace out, you awesome people.